Now, I wasn't going to make a video today, okay, ladies and gents, but this is why I am. 2,500 likes, yesterday's video. That's why I'm making this today, okay? I wasn't even going to upload today. I did ask for like 2,000 likes yesterday's video. Obviously, you smashed that well over the target, and I said if you guys do that, you get another transfer video this weekend, but because you did it so fast, I'm here today with a manager special episode. So we have today 6 confirmed managers that have brand new clubs with the hottest, freshest news coming as, you know, today. Like, some of these managers have been appointed today. So that's right, it is big, it is current. If you guys want to be kept up to date with all the transfers in football, all the manager appointments, mate, my words are crazy today. I'm going to be the #1 place, okay guys? So make sure you subscribe, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Let's get another 2,000 likes in this video for another transfer episode this weekend. I mean, that would be absolutely insane. Let's get into the first biggest news of the day. Now, Arsenal have finally announced a brand new manager. Okay, how do we pronounce this guy? Unai Emery. Is that how we pronounce it? I'm not too sure, but Arsenal fans, you've finally got a new manager. Some of you probably, you know what, some Arsenal fans watching this video probably hasn't ever known Arsenal to have any other manager than Arsene Wenger. Apparently, he was unanimously picked by the Arsenal board to be the new manager. Obviously, you know, Vieira was there. They had, obviously, Mikel Arteta, loads of different candidates, Thierry Henry, but the whole Arsenal board decided to go for this guy. Let's talk about this guy's past. So, in terms of teams managed, okay, Almeria, okay, Valencia, Spartak Moscow, Sevilla, okay, PSG, and now, of course, Arsenal. So, yeah, a lot of big clubs there, definitely. So, obviously, he's been at PSG for a couple of years. Obviously, just won the league over there, just won the French Cup over there. Pretty much won everything there is to win in France. A lot of people will say that isn't that impressive because PSG got so much money and they are obviously the best team in the country. And, you know, it was inevitable. But a lot of people are saying it's harder to not win the league than it is to win the league with a team. So, granted, you know, if you don't want to give him too much credit for that, you don't have to. But what he's done with Seville, what he did do with Seville was actually pretty awesome. If I'm, you know, I'm coming from a Man United perspective as well, and I thought what he did was pretty good. So he actually won the Europa Cup 3 times at Seville in the space of how many years? 4 years? Was it 4 years? Let's have a look. How many? Okay, 3 years. He's there for 3 years, and he won Europa League every single year he was there. That is super, super impressive. Now, it's not the biggest deal, okay? He's only signed a 2-year contract with Arsenal, which is, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world, let's be honest. But these days, you know, Arsenal are looking at it, okay? And they don't want to make the same mistake as Man United, okay? They don't want to give a manager 5 years like United gave Moyes, and then only last a couple of months, and then it costs United millions and millions of pounds. Like, Arsenal, very clever there. Don't want to be in the same situation. They've learned from Man United's mistakes, and they have only offered him a 2-year deal. I think this guy is going to be good. He's a good manager. Obviously, he's got a very good, you know, portfolio, if you like, what he's done at PSG. Obviously, Liga 1. What else did he win? Okay, he's won the cups over there as well. We actually only won the league once. Obviously, Monaco won it last year, so, you know, okay, think what you want to think about that. So, yes, Arsenal fans, how do you feel about this? I know it's very, very mixed in a minute. I'm not really too sure what a lot of people are thinking, but I think he's going to be good. I think he's got a very good background. I think he's done a good job so far, the clubs he has been at. So, Arsenal, best of luck. Next up, we've got another manager who's actually come to the Premier League as well. He's come back to the Premier League this time, whereas this guy's Arsenal's manager, you know, first time in the Premier League. Obviously, Pellegrini's not first time, should I say, now at West Ham back in the Premier League. So, Manuel Pellegrini is, of course, obviously ex-Manchester City manager. He has won the Premier League, which is obviously, you know, very good. It's a very good thing to have on your, you know, accolades, if you like. I mean, he's actually managed loads of teams, okay? He's actually managed Real Madrid as well, Villarreal, of course, Malaga. Obviously, he's been in China recently at Hubei China Fortune. He's been there for a couple of years. He's decided to leave China, leave obviously the Chinese Super League and come back to the Premier League, apparently, which is the best league in the world. He said this. As a manager, he's won the League Cup with Man City. He's won the Premier League and stuff, which is obviously very, very good. He's won over loads of bits and bobs across the world where he's managed, to be fair. I think, you know what, he signed a 3-year deal at West Ham. I think this is quite a positive thing for West Ham Football Club, to be fair. I mean, David Moyes, he was never going to be a long-term thing, I don't think. I think his managerial days are pretty much up and numbered, to be fair. But Pellegrini, you know what? He's won the Premier League, and that gets you a lot of jobs, no matter what. So it says there, according to BBC Sport, Manuel Pellegrini to be given record funds this summer. So he's going to be given so much money by West Ham to spend and hopefully improve the squad. So the owner, David Gold, has actually said, okay, Manuel Pellegrini will be given a larger budget this summer that they've had or ever spent in any other window in the past. Apparently, the Chilean is confirmed as Hammer's boss. Okay, he's actually said he's targeted 4 or 5 players to help the club avoid a repeat of last season's relegation struggle. gold, the owner of West Ham, has said West Ham will make a record level of investment. So very positive there for you guys. Now I read something the other day that he's going to be the third highest paid manager in the league, okay, behind obviously Guardiola and Mourinho, which if that's true, that's not a good sign, to be honest, because you know what, you know, there are other managers like obviously Spurs manager and stuff like that obviously deserve probably more money. So yeah, another obviously appointment, a very good appointment. Let's move on to the third one now. We've actually talked quite a lot about these two managers coming to the Premier League. It's been a lot to discuss, a lot of confirmed stuff happening. Now one for the obviously British fans, of course, we've got a club now that's just recently been relegated, of course, and you know what, yeah, this guy's now got the Stoke job, okay, Gary Rowett, is that how you pronounce him? Not too sure. So he's now got a Stoke City job, of course. He's got a big job in his hands there. He's ex-Derby County or manager, ex-Birmingham City, ex-Burton Albion as well. He's obviously played for loads of clubs in his time as a player as well. So Stoke have got a big job to rebuild here. They've got a championship job on their hands now. They've got to try and get back to the Premier League as soon as they can. Gary Rowett, however you pronounce it. What has he ever done as a manager? Let's have a look. I don't think he's ever won anything as a manager. So, you know, it's gonna be tough for him, but this might be the best time for him. He's got a very, very big job in his hands. Stoke need quite a bit of money to invest here. He signed a 3-year contract as well, so he's got a couple of years to try and sort it out, but you know, he's got to start well, otherwise like, these days you just lose your job straight away. So yeah, not too much I can say about this one, of course. Obviously he's had a few managerial jobs before, of course, never won anything, I don't think, so far. 3 years to sort out the Stoke mess, if you like, or situation, to try and get him back to the Premier League. Will he do it? Well, everyone hopes, I guess. Next up, we've got a big manager that actually was announced a few weeks ago, but that's why I featured at the end of this video, because it's not breaking news, so it's made a little bit of a feature later on in the video. Thomas Tuchel, I don't know how you pronounce that, okay, I really don't know how you pronounce it, but look at this guy. It's quite interesting, okay. He's 44 years of age. Obviously we know he's had the Borussia Dortmund job, he's had a few jobs in Germany. He only made 77 appearances, okay, as a professional footballer. So did he get injured and something happened to him, or what? I don't really know what happened there. I'll have to have a look. Okay, so he ended his footballing career at the age of 25 after suffering a chronic knee cartilage injury. Okay, so fair enough, now I know. But yeah, his coaching career is actually not too bad. Obviously been at Borussia Dortmund for a couple of years. He was at Mainz before that, Augsburg before that as well. So he's won the cup with Borussia Dortmund. That's all he's won in his managerial past. He's won the cup with Borussia Dortmund. Obviously it's really hard going into the Bundesliga, because you know Bayern Munich are pretty much going to win it, or win something every year. And you know, obviously Jurgen Klopp was probably the last guy to really upset Bayern Munich, if you like. But obviously PSG like the looks of this guy. He signed a 2-year deal. He's pretty much guaranteed to win a league title. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He's pretty much guaranteed to win a league title in France. So yeah, 2-year deal. Not too big on this guy, okay. I don't really know too much about him. Hopefully he can do a good job. It's going to be tough for him not to do a good job, I would have thought. PSG, the money they got, I would have thought it would be tough. Last of all, we've got a player now going to Sunderland. Another big challenge for this manager, okay. Obviously Sunderland now been relegated again, and you know, situation there is not great, okay. The Sunderland got to seriously try and get back to the big leagues. It's going to be tough. So they were relegated from the Championship. They're down to League One, Sunderland. Only been in the Premier League, you know, a couple of years ago they were in the Premier League. But now this guy, Jack Ross, is now taken over, okay. He was the ex-St Mirren boss, okay. So apparently they've agreed terms and the contracts are with the lawyers and stuff like that. So everything's done and dusted there. Apparently the chairman of St Mirren has said that it's not happening, but apparently, you know what, Sunderland's new, I don't know, chief executive or someone have said it's a done deal or something. New owner of Sunderland. So I don't know who's right here. Apparently this guy's won like championship. No, not championship. Scottish League manager of the season or something. I don't know. But anyway, this guy's got a big job in his hands. He's got to try and get Sunderland back to this championship. Letting him back to the Premier League. It's a big task. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a like and a thumbs up down below for another confirmed managerial episode. Very interesting. Very different, of course. So what I'm going to do, guys, is get my final thoughts and opinions on these managers and whether I think they'll do a great job or not. Now, I don't know too much about a few of these, but I'll try and give whatever opinions I can, really. Now, the first one is Emery, someone I think would do pretty well at Arsenal. I think this guy is a very good manager. He's managed a lot of big clubs. He's won quite a bit as a manager. He's young. He's got a lot of years ahead of him. I think he can offer a lot to Arsenal Football Club. So I think, really, that's a good signing so far. Pellegrini to West Ham, of course. I think that's also another good signing. I think Pellegrini, you know what? He has got Premier League experience. He's got worldwide experience. And I think he'll do a better job than David Moyes. He's going to get a lot of money to spend as well. So as long as he can spend it wisely, I think he'll do a good job. Gary Rowett to Stoke. I don't know about a lot about Gary. I just know that Stoke are not in a great place right now. They've gone down. They've just got to try and get to at least playoffs next season. At least playoffs. Otherwise, that's a failure for me. Thomas Tuchel at PSG, if that's his name even. I don't know. Can't do too bad at PSG with the money and the funds and the players they got. Neymar, etc. He can't do too bad there. Surely not. Then we've got Jack Ross to Sunderland. I know he's done a good job in Scotland. He's young as well. He's got a lot of years ahead of him. him. Sunderland are in a bad place right now, down to League One. Like I say, he's got to get himself, he's got to get them playoffs, otherwise that's a failure of season 2. I'm out. Has been played as always. See you guys probably for another video tomorrow. If we keep going on this streak, boys, I'm going to upload every day, so keep going. And yeah, thank you very much. Peace. A little stronger.